Themlootlads. Yes, Chris?
It's okay.
What's up?
What do we want to do it?
Welcome to American Truck Simulator. What's up, Chris? Welcome to Loot Lads.
We've started. My pants are down.
Chris, what's up?
We name it Boomer Quagner for our boy.
Oh,
Quagner?
Wander. Hey, why is the A working? There we go.
I'm pretty sure it's KW.
Is it KW? Fuck, you're right. Yeah. I'd like the QU. Though.
Yeah, that's a QU.
This is a boomer. No. This is a boomer Quagner for sure. Welcome to Loot Lads. I'm Devon. That's Chris.
Are you sure?
I'm not. Let's give him the gold company logo.
What's the most boomer Quagner? Is that literally just the Captain America fucking shield, but with wings to make it differentiated?
Oh, this here?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably the. Yeah. You know what?
Eagle. Bird.
Name of our company.
Boom on my Quagner.
Boom on my Quagner.
Wow, we're bad today.
Map module, California. Use Steam Cloud. No, fuck the cloud. Fuck clouds, says man angry at weather.
We should have clicked the language to see if there was like English British instead of English American.
Oh, you're right.
Because then we're not going to understand anything because we're all the U's. The U's don't exist in North America English.
Skip wizard. We know how to play.
Skip the what?
Fuck wizards.
I thought we were for wizards.
Not while trucking.
Oh, true. Yeah, every time they pull out the orb, I just need to look at the orb instead of pondering the road.
That gets me really distracted.
I mean, okay, you want to stretch the orb, and maybe they're good truckers because they need to ponder the earth, because the earth in itself is an orb. Yeah.
So what city you want to start in, Chris? I guess we can go in Yuma or Yuma. Oh, no, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
We can go to Vegas.
Nevada.
Fresno. Fuck yeah.
Actually, yeah.
We should probably go through the tutorial a little bit, though.
What do you mean? Just drive. It's literally like...
Simply go forward.
Truck. That's step one.
Step one.
Step final is truck.
Truck. Step two.
There's no step two.
No.
Truck.
Empty pallets. I'm trucking empty pallets. Welcome to American Truck Simulator. Last, you have the chance to experience your dream job, driving a truck. My dream job is fucking NBA on the moon, so fuck you. Your own transportation company is now open for business, but sadly you lack the money to buy a truck. Wait, this simulator is really difficult without a truck. You have to work for other companies to drive for hire. What's up?
NBA on the moon?
Your task is to safely deliver a load of empty pallets to Warburg Dock in Fresno. Your employers provide you with a vehicle and will cover all expenses.
You know, people's spines stretch if they do too much during like low gravity, right? Like that hurts people.
That's fine.
It's fine if it's not me.
I'll get longer.
Unless do you want to be a space NBA player?
Yeah.
You do know that if regular NBA players play space NBA, you're still going to need to be at the regular NBA level.
So? They're not used to space. I'm going up to space first, and that way they can meet me up there.
Yeah, but like, I feel as though they're just more agile in general. Like they could just use the zero G's to
fucking. Rude.
I don't mean to insult you, but
feel a little upset.
How long have you been playing basketball?
I picked up a basketball when I was pretty young, so like, a couple years.
Okay, all right. So, have you played professionally in any sort of manner, including amateur, professional?
Look. I'm just saying they need to.
So you're saying that there's no transferable skills between the moon and the Earth?
Definitely not. I'm going to get up to the moon first.
Okay.
And I'm going to beat them up there, and that way when
okay, so. Theoretically, right? You wanted to start the space MBA, so are you going to get coaching on NBA on space? Like, are you going to hire someone who?
Am I coaching with space?
You're coaching with space.
I just got to go up. That's fine.
So no, like you're coaching in space, not you're coaching with this. Like space itself is not going to leach NBA knowledge.
No?
No.
I thought, well, like, what about Space Jam, though? That just came from space.
Yeah, but I presume they also...
And they played on a planet with similar gravity. So, like, again, I'm just using that as my basis.
I feel as though they trained for that, though.
I feel like you're really... Oh.
Is it kind of like my... Fuck, what sport was it? Was golf was the original sport? Like, it was the DNA of the soul or whatever? What was I talking... There was a point in time where a sport was the DNA of the soul. Are you saying that basketball is the DNA of the extraterrestrial?
Correct. And that's why when I go to the moon...
You're just going to, like, channel basketball.
I'm going to know basketball. I'm going to commune with the aliens up there. We're going to be best friends. They're going to teach me basketball.
Question.
Yes.
What's stopping the NBA stars from also just postponing the first tournament to channel?
Their first season's coming up soon.
So you're literally just doing the deadline as soon as they come up.
Well, no, yeah. So I'm going up there and I'm going to train while they're doing their preseason bullshit and stuff.
Wait, okay, hold on.
They're very busy.
Hold on. So are you doing basketball on the moon, or are you training on the moon and then going back to Earth so you can challenge them?
No. Basketball has to happen on the moon for me.
Why wouldn't they want to just wait until the next tournament?
They're Chris, it's so fucking simple, honestly. It's really insulting that you don't get this. I'm going to the moon. I'm going to commune with the aliens. They're going to teach me basketball. I'm going to understand both basketball and moon, and when they come up, they won't know moon, and I will win.
Who's your team?
Fucking Glarp, Narb, and Stickball. I called him Stickball. He didn't call himself Stickball.
So the first thing we do with extraterrestrial life...
It's 3-on-3 NBA. With Glarp, Narb, and Stickball. And me, Devon. On the moon.
Why would they sign up for this?
Why not? What the fuck? This is an opportunity.
An opportunity for you to win one game of basketball.
Look, no, it's an opportunity for them to go to the moon to play basketball. It just so happens that I'm there already trained and I win. You get to go down in the history books as the first team of the NBA to go to the moon. Like me versus 3 people from the LA Knights or something. I don't know why they picked the LA Knights to go to the moon first when there's probably better teams.
Probably because they wanted the job so they can have more time channeling the fucking basketball cosmos.
Las Vegas Knights, shit.
You don't even know.
Is it the LA Clippers?
They could literally just send 3 high schoolers and you'd be like, fuck yeah, fuck you, I know basketball and the moon.
I know basketball on the moon, Chris.
You don't at the moment.
I'm just gonna go.
So, okay, in this scenario, you've somehow convinced the NBA to have a space portion of it.
Uh-huh.
Like, there's going to be tournaments on the moon.
Yes.
And you're expecting them to not only take that seriously, but also send their best guys to get trounced by aliens without preparation.
Doesn't have to be their best guys. It'd probably be better if it was their best guys. Just because, you know, the publicity of it all.
So what happens when you win, right? And then next year, throughout the entire year, all of the basketball dudes that want to join in on the space NBA now channel space as well as basketball.
No, they're really busy. They've got their own, like, teams to worry about.
But they have their own teams to worry about that want to go to space. So why
but, like, how are they gonna... There's so many players that have to play in the seasons down on Earth.
So
how are they gonna spare the people?
You're saying fucking stickball can't teach them all?
Correct. He's my friend. Why would he fucking betray me like that?
They just find new aliens.
Dude, whoa, alright.
What do you mean?
You don't just find new aliens, alright?
You found 2 of them that you befriended.
And they're my new friends.
New friends!
Stickball and Glarvnarv.
So, okay, so you're saying Stickball and Glarvnarv don't have, like, a fucking fam or a civilization that they live on? They just so happen to know, like, basketball and are willing to teach a random stranger and join a team?
Yes. Publicity.
Publicity for what? They don't have any society up there.
Not yet. But the more publicity they get.
All right, okay. So you're saying that aliens aren't going to want to check out the now space NBA. And they see the physiology of humans and they go, wow, you really know this sport but are really shit at space. How about we hire some of your best talent and we're also going to teach them space? That's not going to happen?
No. Honestly, you're sounding really silly right now.
I think one of us is a little disillusioned on this one. I feel like you just want to win basketball and
Yeah, because I want to go pro in space. Oh.
Okay, all right. Another theoretical thing then, because we're a big fan of this, right?
Okay.
Space NBA happens.
Yep.
Glarb, Narb, and Stickball seem to be good at basketball. Like, okay, are they good at basketball? Do you need to teach them basketball?
No, they teach me.
So they're already basketball experts as well as space experts.
Yeah. Have you not seen Space Jam?
Hold up, I'm getting there.
Like, it's sounding a little ignorant from you.
Space NBA happens. You explain to Blargnarb and Stickball.
Glarb.
Sorry.
Fucking Jesus.
I'm really bad with names, like Japanese names as well. I don't do syllables very well. We're trying to improve that. Like I want to be less of an ignoramus, we'll say. And I apologize to Glarb.
Thank you.
So you've organized the Space NBA Basketball
help,
Association.
yeah.
Yeah, you help.
Yeah.
So it's those two that are also helping on that.
Well, it's like a whole committee at this point.
So it's a committee for, like, is it with aliens or with the actual NBA?
It's both.
So both.
Yeah.
So you're not going to
It's a joint
accept anyone else
occupation.
going up to the moon.
You have to either be, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, just you have to be a NBA at some point.
Okay, so
Oh,
you're not
there
part
we
of the NBA, but you're part of the Space NBA, which
Yeah.
means you're in. Right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, why wouldn't the NBA also send a few of their players, first of all?
Because it's 3-on-3.
But they're sending a few so they can learn Space NBA.
But they're busy because they have a season to do, Chris.
Okay, all right. We can drop that. That's fine. Second problem. Aliens might want to join the Space NBA.
See, that's the thing. There you go. Finally, that's the problem I was thinking in the back of my mind. You didn't hook up on. That is. Yeah. No. So I need to cause an intergalactic war,
So you could have given basketball.
so I can keep doing basketball. Yes, thank you.
Keep doing. This is the first time you've been interested in basketball. I feel.
I've been interested my whole life. It's very rude of you to just assume.
I've never once heard you even think about basketball, like as an option, and then you put in space, and now you're all of a sudden you're in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck.
What's happening with you right now?
I don't know where they want this.
Okay. And just select where they want, like where you want.
Yeah,
it?
but like it's.
Oh yeah, I think you need to. There's a rectangle. Somewhere I don't see it. Maybe did you select it and then like not confirm it?
I didn't want to actually go out of my vehicle. I wanted to do.
I mean, yeah,
Well-
you can't really drive without being inside the
Right? Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you're winning your one game of Space NBA, and then season 2 rolls around, and the aliens have gotten, well, it's a space war, right? So I guess they haven't actually gotten over their differences unless the alien societies are a little bit better at resolving conflict than human societies, because usually that has a little bit of a lasting effect. Do you think that humans, A, will get involved, or B, they're just in it for the space basketball?
That's actually a tough question.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So in that case, would the second Space NBA also just be entirely humans with those two aliens you met up there?
Whoops, easy. One sec. Sorry. I'm
I
really
know.
focused.
This requires a lot.
So I'm hoping that like. Oh no, I'm going the wrong way now. You know what? Fuck it. Here.
Excellent.
I did all right. I made money. Yeah. So honestly, if I go up, win the first one, right, which I plan on doing because I'm going to be really good at both space and NBA. Then in the off season, intergalactic war happens. Maybe Glarb, and Stickball have to go fight, and then unfortunately we can't get a second one, so I become the only winner of Space NBA.
So you signed up with NBA, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they had the ability to send you up to space,
Yep.
set up a court,
Mhm.
and presumably spectators to watch it.
Yep.
I want to paint a few scenarios here. Now this one's a little bit of a fantasy scenario.
Okay.
What if there's an upset and you lose?
How would I lose being the only person who knows about space and NBA?
So there are a few. There's quite a few notable instances of random events happening in sports that seemingly, like, we call them upsets, right? So that a team that is slated to lose, like top seed the bottom seed type of deal, or they hire them as jobbers, and the jobbers actually won. Now this is a circumstance in which, like, you can't really quantify how it happened. It just kind of happened. So what if you have like a Sox versus New Yorkers thing, where for the first time in a century, even though they were slated to win, and they have had a history of never really losing except for on very top level teams, that this bottom seed team won in an event that was high profile, such as the Space NBA premiere. So, for example, what if, like, of stickball?
Oh, shit, I just took an illegal turn. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, that's
Need to be in this
fine. What if stickball, like, the morning of, tripped and, like, banged his space knee or whatever physiology stickball has it?
Oh, we have to put him down?
You have to put him down. So was that like a canceled Space NBA?
That has to be.
All right,
It
so
has to be 3-on-3. What are you going to do? Pick up the fucking janitor? The space janitor?
I mean, I'm sure the two of you
I
can
missed my
carry the
turn.
space janitor.
Chris, you didn't tell me about my turn.
I can't actually see the radar because your water bottle's in the way. And I'm trying to lay out the logistics of a space NBA just so that you're mentally and physically prepared that when scenario 2 happens, which is much more likely, that you win the first Space NBA because of your knowledge of space, and you have two of your best friends.
Yep. Clyde Robert Stickball.
Yeah. And you had to cancel the second one because of the intergalactic war. And they had to go. Yeah. Now, what's stopping the NBA from just hosting a normal NBA on the moon then? Because you had to sign up with the NBA to make Space NBA.
It's mostly the fact that they don't want their players with fucked up spines. Also hedging that bet.
Wait, okay, all right.
Go on.
So how did you get the NBA in the first place to sign up?
Because of the spectacle of it all, Chris. Jesus Christ.
Why don't they just... Okay, so why don't they just cut you out and just make a
Because
NBA...
it was my idea.
They could buy out ideas. They could have just said, hey...
We're good.
In fact, why don't they just do it now? They own a portion of Space NBA. Because what's the second half of Space NBA besides NBA? Also, where are you going to get the pro players willing to fucking fly up to space with any sort of confidence without, like, that sort of backing?
It's the spectacle of it. You know how many people will spend millions of dollars just for the spectacle of things?
Yeah.
Some guy bought Twitter for $44 billion.
So why aren't they continuing the spectacle?
Because it's just it becomes inoperable costs. So I'm just going to take the money and run and cause an intergalactic war and retire.
And win the first Space NBA.
Win the first Space NBA.
So, okay.
Like, maybe in 20, 30 years, if they think to do another one, they can, like, trot me out and be like, and here he is, the first winner of the Space NBA.
And by that time, you're retired, so
Yeah,
that
very
you
retired.
can't possibly play.
My spine's really long, so I come out, like, 8 feet tall. A little floppy.
So you come out of this as a potential millionaire, big floppy NBA winner.
Yeah, that's my plan.
With-
The end plan is millions of dollars and a floppy spine.
So I'm sure the NBA might have a little bit of a contingency there where they might need you to sign some documents saying that they own the Space NBA after this.
Well, do I still get millions of dollars?
You'll get the funding for the first one probably.
Yeah, okay, all right, well.
And that they might even buy you out if they think it's good.
That's fine.
Okay, well, there you go. You still... Look, if you find a way to not only organize, build, fly up to, and befriend aliens on the moon, to organize the space and be... Like, I feel like you're in a better spot in life to just do whatever you want and forego the space NBA. Like, I feel like if you just played basketball with some space aliens and didn't cause intergalactic war, I feel like you'd just be better off.
You mean, look, it's good to plan for eventualities just in case. Like, I'm not saying this has to be the way things go. It's
Wait,
just a possibility.
So okay, going to the moon, right? That was, like, you went up to the NBA.
Yeah.
And gambled on the fact that you might find aliens that are friendly.
Yeah.
So,
well, like, I need to establish contact first, so I got to talk to NASA, who also has a stake in the NBA.
I mean, yeah, because it's the space NBA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they want to challenge. They also want to challenge aliens, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that's actually the whole point of NASA.
I'll believe that. I mean, what's the S in NASA besides sport, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Like,
National Awesome Sports Association.
no, National Astronaut Sport Association.
That's what makes it awesome.
Oh, fuck. Wait, so you already have contact with fucking Gleibnard and Stickball?
Well, I mean, it's a step-by-step process.
So the first, well, okay, what is the first step?
First step is this right now, talking about it. You gotta.
So you're
not gonna.
You're just manifesting this idea.
Exactly.
Then?
You're not gonna realize your dreams if you don't talk about it.
Okay. You know what? I respect that. That's fine. But there's also like a little bit of a grounding thing we might need to deal with.
Next step is I break into NASA.
Okay.
Yeah, and I establish contact with aliens, and they can't get rid of me because I'm the first person to establish contact with aliens.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
This might be like a step 1, step 1.5, step 2 type of deal.
Uh-huh.
How are you going to establish contact with aliens using machines that you do not know how to use?
Just fucking... they got keyboards and mice. I know how to use those.
Just gonna wing it? You're gonna go up to the 4chan boards and like Gleibnar's like, oh man, no one logs into this server.
How long has NASA been around and they haven't done it yet? I'm sure I can give it a crack. They're clearly doing something wrong.
I mean, obviously they didn't like. Come on, man! Like this internet-addled brain really needs the fucking shine some new perspective on these scientists.
How many people are sending signals into space that haven't been 4chan'd as in their youth?
Look, Neil Armstrong came back with like a fucking hashtag, Twitter hashtag before Twitter was a thing, and he was like, I don't know what this is. Some like I just found this brick that had a screen on it. And it had something called Twitter, and that led to... Oh, hold on. Let's get this... We can trickle down the lore here. And you know how Muskie wanted to, like, fly in space and shit?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he knew that the aliens were using Twitter, so he bought it. And then because Twitter's not cool anymore, all the aliens left Twitter.
My parking brake engaged. Whoops.
Yeah, it's a little spicy to do on a highway.
Yeah. I didn't know what that would.
What are you shipping right now?
God, I hope it's parking brakes.
Yeah, it's gonna need a replacement. I'm surprised you're still not in the hole for how many things I've seen you bump into.
What are you talking about?
I mean, we were talking about the space NBA. I mean, $1,000 is gonna be nothing to you once you establish contact with the aliens when you break into the NASA.
Yeah, that's not gonna make me rich. It's the sports on the moon.
Yeah. I mean, why would you sell that? Why you can't sell friendship?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll never sell a Glad Grab a Stickball.
And then as soon as they establish that Stickball is in fact a friend, they're like, we gotta fly you up there. Alone, obviously.
Naturally.
So we're gonna spend our billions.
Yep.
To fly you up to the moon and then get you back.
Thank you for getting it now, finally.
And then talk to the NBA.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so we got that established, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. So NASA would probably want to talk to Glare. Like, they want to be friends with Glare and Stickball as well.
Yeah, but, like, they have to go through me because I'm the translator now.
You're the translator?
Yeah. I establish connections so they trust me, so they teach me their language. And also basketball.
Why? Okay, all right. So some random person, right, contacts you, and it's the first time they've contacted you in a hot while.
Okay.
You don't know this person, but they seem friendly, and this is rather interesting to you because you didn't know that they were capable of contacting you.
They can just DM me on Twitter. It's fine.
Oh, right, because they use Twitter. Oh, I'm overthinking this, actually. Like, I'm trying to think of this as, like, a society point of view. Like, imagine if you were contacted by someone you thought that couldn't speak with you, and then you're like, okay, so obviously you're just some random guy who's into basketball. Can I speak with, like, someone who can tell me whether or not we're at war? Or something? But you're right, they do use Twitter. They know what's going on. They know Earth's kind of shitty right now.
That's why I do nothing but shit posts. It's to gain their attention.
To gain their attention of the aliens, so you can have them teach basketball. Oh, and you could be like, yeah, you can follow me at Jekis, and they're like, you're the Jekis guy.
That's me. That's the one.
And you show them your phone, and it's like, oh, it's the Jekis guy.
I'll wear my Evo pass that has my name on it.
And then like they'll be like, oh, we subbed the Lootlads. Do not bring Chris up here. He seems very skeptical of this whole alien.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We recorded a bunch in advance. I knew this was coming.
This is my destiny, you see.
Yeah, by the time this episode comes out, I'm already on the moon.
First Vegas, then the moon. What a fucking step up. I'd like to think like, all right, I'm taking a trip next after this recording session. Oh, where are you going? And like, oh, I'm gonna go see gonna go to a U.S. state. Just gonna go over there, and it's like, what's going on in that U.S. state? And they're just building another fucking NASA compound or something.
Oop. That's fine. That's fine.
And then you're just gonna hide in the walls and like the foundation for like a month while they get this established. And then as soon as they plug in the servers, you're like, all right, action time. Cracks fingies. Hacker voice, I'm in. Except not really hacker voice. You're just kind of in. Did you jackknife?
A little bit, but like for a reason.
I don't think there's a good reason to jackknife, like almost ever.
Here we go. Look at that. Sometimes you just got to jackknife.
That wasn't because you jackknife. You fixed the problem.
Yeah, by jackknifing. I was hooked on the guardrail, which is really rude, and I think I need to contact the transportation infrastructure about this. The Department of Transportation, your guardrails are too close, and it fucked up my turning radius.
So, Glarbnarb and Stickball.
Glarbnarb and Stickball, yes.
Yeah. They're on the moon.
Mm-hmm.
How do they eat?
I mean, like, they bring their own supplies. Like, they...
Oh, they bring their own snacks?
Yeah, they've got, like, a little satellite that orbits.
They got a little, like, space 7-Eleven that just crosses by every once in a while?
Yeah.
It's space, so the 7-Elevens come to you.
I don't know why you don't think that they would be prepared as well.
Look, all right, okay. So here's the thing about my it's just my feeble human mind thinking feeble human thoughts.
Correct.
Like in my mind, you have to grow food or go get food or hunt stuff. I'm not really anticipating the vacuum of space to be pretty friendly to those that need to eat things. But I'm also not an alien that hangs out on the moon and plays basketball. So, like, for all I know, is it specifically a space trait or an NBA trait that you can just survive in space for an extended period of time?
It's a NASA thing. Like they're supplying food and stuff enough to...
Wait, so is NASA supplying food? They were supplying food to them?
Well, they're supplying food to me, so I would imagine that whatever sort of situation they have that supplied them to, or like got them to the moon, would supply them with enough food to last on the moon for a little while.
So, okay, all right. At this point, then, we've established a little bit of a plot hole in which if they were in contact with Glarbnarb and Stickball, I presume Stickball is the front man.
It's an ecosystem that is very free to
joint thing.
Yeah, nobody really rules in that society. It's just a conglomeration of democratically elected individuals that share.
So they're getting food from Space 7-Eleven, right?
Pretty much. It's not really a 7-Eleven because they also don't really believe in money. It's just that they get supplied whatever they need in order to keep alive.
Is it by NASA or by that mysterious, generous 7-Eleven?
Well, it's their own... Uh-oh. Space. Uh-oh.
Wait, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Glarbnarb?
Uh-oh. I'm being taken. Oh, they fixed it.
Oh, not yet.
Uh-oh.
They're not ready. They're not ready to play b-ball. They're not ready to b-ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, they just have like they've got supplies, like just chests full of food or whatever.
They're really just has more questions than it answers, to be honest.
They brought food with them. If you're going to go on a voyage, you're bringing food. I don't know what the question is.
So they don't live on the moon. It just so happened that they landed on the moon
They go
at the exact
to the
same
moon.
time.
Yes.
Okay. So
It's a joint occupation between Glarb Stickball and the NBA that I helped set up. Chris, Jesus Christ, why are you paying attention?
Okay, all right.
I've explained this so easily.
In order for this to happen, you need to break into NASA.
Yes.
You need to find contact that just so happened to land on the moon at that particular day that you've broken into NASA.
Yes.
And then, using your Twitter clout, you're going to convince Glarbnarb and Stickball to allow you to not only come up and visit them, but start the Space NBA that they're obviously fans of and would want to participate in. But at the same time, you also need to convince them or have them allow you to... Yeah, there's a lot of people looking the cross there. To wage intergalactic wars so that you can win the first Space NBA due to the fact that the other NBA players don't have any knowledge of space, and that Glarbnarb and Stickball are willing to train you at the exact same time so that you can defunct the Space NBA so you're the only sole Space NBA winner.
Thank you.
Okay.
I don't know why it took 30 minutes for you to understand this.
Well, I wish you luck in your endeavors.
Thank you.
I'm sorry I wasn't supportive in these trying times. I just need to make sure that you know that that's astronomical.
Yeah, because it's in space. Fucking idiot. Check fucking mate.
You caught me off guard there. Was not expecting that level of hostility towards a confirmation, but you know what? I brought that on myself. I didn't have faith in the space plan, and I hope you remember everyone on Earth. And I'll be checking your Twitter account.
Thank you.
Actually, it might be Blue Sky by then. Who knows?
Probably. I'm on both.
What if Musk blocks your account because he's jealous that you went to space
He
before
would.
him?
He fucking would.
Oh, no. Oh, then you're going to convince the aliens to stop using Twitter because it was bought out by a dickhead?
Yeah.
Oh. You know what?
There's other wheels in this plan. The
Space NBA thing was just your focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many other, like, franchising opportunities for me.
You could single-handedly sell, like, Blue Sky. You can really do any social media platform. What if we get a space social media?
Ooh. All right.
What do you think that looks like?
Do we play it safe? Do we try and park it? Looks like it goes right here, and that's a lot of backing up.
What's the back? It's a straight line, dude.
You're right. Oh, it's over there. That's even easier. Nice.
Proceed to unloading area, right towards the red flag.
Real red flag, am I right, fellas?
Well, I'm glad we got that established for your future.
Thank you. Ooh.
I guess I'll just be running Loot Lads after we run out of... Unless you're thinking about recording enough footage for your plan to come to full fruition, and you're going to come back to Loot Lads.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Alright, that's just the plan? Like, we're status quoing this? Like, nothing really happened, it was just that you yourself did this, and when we come back, we're just not gonna... I mean, you're already tired of the ordeal, right? Like, you had to defunk it. It's a sore spot for you, so you're just not gonna talk about it at all?
I mean, I'm not gonna really bring it up too much. Yeah, it's...
I mean, I would respect it by not saying anything about your particular endeavors, because again, business owning is a stressful endeavor, especially where it's high profile. So like, I don't want to stress you out even more by asking specific details about how it happened, or you know, how much money you made, because that's just rude, right? You never ask a man his salary.
I mean, I think it's important to talk about money with people sometimes.
I mean, it's good to talk about money sometimes, but like, it's just kind of rude. Like, oh yeah, you went up to the moon, but how much money did you make? Like that just seems rude, right?
It's pretty rare
to go to the moon, or
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Who's been up to the moon lately?
India's trying.
Good for India. Hope they make it to the moon. You're backing in, friend.
Yeah, I know, and I can't get this trailer right. So you know what? Fuck it. Look at that.
Oh, they only got a 1.8% damage penalty, dude.
I leveled up to newbie.
Hell yeah.
We didn't talk about this game at all.
I don't know. There's a game going on. We were just doing a job. We're literally like, this is RP. We're sitting in this fucking truck. Although I would probably have to comment on the fact that you like stopped in the middle of a highway. You stopped to look at a bald man.
I wanted to say hi, and then to show him the ignorance of your words.
Just show him the episode, dude. I have a lot of ignorance in a lot of the words I say.
I just pull up to a guy and show him my phone for 35 minutes, and every time he looks away, you're like, hey.
No. You pay attention. This is a good point about the Space NBA. Like, this is the one I couldn't really argue with, so I just ignored. But the rest of the shit is awful, right? Like, that's just ignorance.
You believe I can go to space, right?
I'm space material. I mean, I made a space material. I mean,
yeah, look at this. Am I right? High five. Put her there.
You know, there was a time where I applied for a job, and it was recently, and they asked on the application, do you have any social media presence? And I thought about putting Loot Lads, and I was like, what could they possibly book me on? And I feel like this episode's it. I feel like this is one of those positive marks of my actually no, negative marks, because I'm not believing in my friend. I would get fired over this episode. They would hire me just to fire me and go, no, Space NBA is happening.
They fire you, they contact me.
Listen, I see you have an idea for franchises.
I'm not interested right now. I've got a plan.
Meanwhile, you're already like, you're eating up a thermos of soup as you're in the fucking rafters of NASA.
Next time on Loot Lads.
Something else, hopefully. By the time the next Loot Lads episode comes out, Devon would have already been king of the NBA. Oh, actually, no, he's starting it up. We're pre-recording. And then
be like,
I guess you'll know when he's king of the Space NBA.
Be a couple weeks.
At most a couple weeks, right? Yeah. Like, going to space is like what? Like a day trip type of deal?
About day and a half.
I'm sure if you ask NASA really politely, they'll be like, hey, just want to send me up on one of those bad boys?
You want to put another rocket on there, make it go a little faster, please?
Look, I got a nice little meetup with my friend.
I got a court. I gotta get up.
Actually, can you loan me a basketball real quick?
Show them my dribbling skills and just completely whip it.
Yeah, but they're nerds, so they're like, damn, that's pretty good.
Sick.
They push up their fucking nerd glasses.
That's how I break in. I wedgie everyone on the way.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Fucking stop you? No. They're too busy being wedgied and wet willy, dude.
It's like a contingent trying to block a door, and I swirl at one of them, and they're like, oh, fuck. All right, he means business. Just give him whatever he needs.
Yeah, send him up. He's too cool to be kept down on Earth. He's literally out of this world.
Next time on Loot Lads. So stupid. Need money, we can help. Oh, Christ.